What up, mi gente? It's Gladys
And Stephanie.
with Single Moms Chisme.
A
So I kind of wanted to start off today by apologizing to the person that's listening to our podcast. Here's why. I feel like since we've started it, I've been a little bit, well, not so much but I feel like both of us have been a little bit in our head about the things we say, how we say them, who we speak about. Um, I almost want to say a little bit censored, if you will. So I know, like, we've been trying to be real and raw and get out our stories and just say how we're feeling. But in the back of my head, I've been thinking about, well, if I say this, who am I going to offend? Or if I say it this way, like, who's not going to like that? But that's not real though. Like, we haven't been fully transparent with you guys. And I just want to apologize for that because we're here to speak our truths, right? And I know last week we spoke about the mask that a lot of people wear, but like where they're worried about showing their true selves of judgment and criticism. But it is what it is, right? Like we at some point like that has to come off and we're both guilty of it. I know when we were talking about that episode last week, I mean, even you, Steph, were like, no, I don't feel like I wear a mask. I think I'm pretty true to who I am. But then like as the week went by, we were like, wait a minute, it kind of started like simmering and settling into our brain and we're like, wait, do we? You know what I mean?
yeah, I think there's just some things like that, especially that I'm going through, that I haven't really wanted to share publicly because this is a big deal. Like, this is like, it's not like we have 1,000 million plus, listeners at this point right now, but there's people listening.
Yeah, for every single person that is listening, like you matter. So whether it's one person listening or like you said, 100 million, like they matter.
Yeah. And I think, like what I said last week, like, I don't feel like I wear a mask. I don't think I'm, I don't think I portray like a fakeness, but there are things that I reserve to share as part of my life. Like there's a lot of things I think after last week's episode I did a lot of self-reflecting because I just didn't I feel like with my weight loss, with the things that I've transitioned out of a full-time corporate job, like I'm trying to figure things out. I feel like this is the beginning all over again, and which is great in some aspects, but in other aspects it's so damn hard. And every day I want to cry. Like, not even kidding. I think there's a point in every single day this week that I just wanted to like break down and cry because it's so damn hard. Like, I have this vision of what I want to be and what I want to do and what I want to have for me and my son and my family. And it's hard. Like, it's hard to do the things that you need to do. And I think we touched on it last week. Like, it's so simple. Like, we have a plan, and all you have to do is follow that plan. But the daily execution of that plan is so important. And if you miss a day, then you're just delaying that. You're just delaying the end result. And it's hard because you just want to like go back to your old vices and your old ways and the things that are easy.
And go back to kind of like that comfort.
Yeah, go back to that comfort feeling. But then when you get there, you're like, I don't want this. I don't want to be here. But why is it so easy to be here? And I think I mentioned that verse last week where maybe it was out in the after show
Yeah.
when I was like, we do the things that we don't want to do, and the things that we know that we should do, we don't do them. And I forgot it was Paul or I think it was Paul in the Bible that said that.
Mm-hmm.
But um yeah, there's just even up until I haven't even told you.
What? I'm all nervous.
Well,
What?
Gladys was out of town this weekend and she left me to myself.
For 2 weekends in a row,
For
by the
two
way.
weekends in a row she left me. So I had to fend for myself over here. But no, nothing horrible happened, but um look, there I
It's hard.
No.
You know what? This is important though, because if we're not true to ourselves, then that's not fair to, like I said, the person that's listening, because we can't pretend that everything is peachy and things are so easy. And yes, you put a plan in place and you execute it, but through all the in between, there's struggles, there's tears, there's like, that's real life. Like, we're human, you know?
Yeah.
And it's hard to, like, I'm sure, divulge and say what you're about to say, because it's just like, ugh, that inner turmoil that we fight with within ourselves. That, yeah.
This is, I mean, it's called Single Mom's Chisme, right? And this is like, we're not talking chisme about other people. This is the chisme of my life.
Yeah, this is just our life, sharing like our stories. And if other people happen to be a part of our stories, well, so be it.
So be it. Um, but look, my life right at this moment, to the people that are closest to me, they know that it is a freaking novela. It is behind the scenes, the novela of like just the decade. Like you could just, if this show was on, if my life was a show, your abuelita would be watching it every single night to find out what happened with Stephanie y el vecino.
¿Oíste de Estefanía?
Ay, el vecino? Oh my God. Yes, guys, look, I'm just gonna put it out there because I need this to be over. Honestly, like I needed to die. I need that part of me and that whatever, like therapy, like trust me, guys, I'm trying to find help. But maybe this is just how I have to just let it out because after I moved into this house, my son made a friend. And so that friend became a part of our lives, and so did his dad.
Where does the friend that your son made live?
He lives.
Bum bum bum.
Oh, bro, he's my neighbor.
Oh, like 3 houses down?
No, dog, like right next door.
Your next door neighbor. So you walk out, he lives like literally right next door.
I can see his window from my window, from
Mm.
my kitchen.
Mm.
This is difficult because this puts me in a predicament where I can't be free. Like um and this is not an episode to like dog anybody. This is just about me and figuring my stuff out and how I need to figure out why I do the things that I do and settle for the things that I settle for because there's just I was thinking about that this morning.
Mm.
Like, why do I feel so like I want like I think we talked about it last time. I don't know about that. Um, is this
Power
hard?
through it. Power through
I know
it.
it's
You're fine. Listen, the worst that can happen is that this helps somebody in some way who's going through the same thing. So just think of it that way.
okay. I was thinking about that this morning. Like I've been on a journey, on a weight loss journey, and I want to look good. Like, and I feel like I do look good now. This is like I'm getting to something here. But like I post pictures on my Instagram or my Facebook because I'm proud of how I look. I'm proud of the work that I've done and that I've put in to lose the weight and like build muscle and like I'm still doing that. And when I've been posting the pictures, I'm like, how why am I doing this? Because is it because I want the attention or because I want to like be chosen, like I want to be picked, like or am I doing it really for me? And it's like it's kind of still like both. Like I feel like I still look good. I want to be seen.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is, because I'm pretty sure before you went through this weight loss journey,
I
a
wanted to
part of
hide.
you felt, well, yeah, you wanted to hide, but like also a part of you felt like even though as much as you wanted to hide, you still wanted to be seen.
Hmm.
You still wanted people to see you for you.
Yeah.
Right? And so now you go through this journey and like you've come so far and you're now getting to this place and being in this body that you're super proud of, that you worked really hard to get here. But I feel like the physical aspect of it has changed, but there's still work that needs to be done in the mental.
Yeah.
Like mentally, I'm sure a large part of you is still that girl from what, 2.5 years ago that didn't feel seen.
Yeah.
And so maybe when you post these pictures, yes, you're proud and you're like, look, this is my journey, this is what I did. I'm super proud of everything. But at the same time, you want people to, man, you look good. You look amazing.
Mm-hmm. It's good, like it's good to have the compliments and stuff, but at the same time, it's like I I do want to attract like the right mate, right? But this whole thing, this whole year with this situationship, it's broken me down over and over, and I would say like, I started going back to church around the same time, or like I guess it's been a year.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to like just stabilize myself in God and, you know, remind myself that, you know, I'm already chosen, like Jesus loves me and that's like the ultimate like everything that we need.
Mm-hmm.
But there's always that one, because I don't know if it's because it's just so close, because it's so available, like just because it's like a connection that we have. I don't know, our kids, blah blah blah. So many reasons that it's hard to just break free.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, I think it's also because it's easy. Like
yeah,
you're saying, you have these feelings of wanting to be chosen and wanting to um be held,
yeah,
right?
and that was a thing that I kind of realized a couple weeks ago, was because that those endorphin, like those what is it, endorphins, like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you just get that shot of like, oh, this is what I want in the moment. Because when you're being held, when you're being taken care of, in the way that you want, and it's like in that moment, you're like, this is what I wanted. But then it's gone because it's not real.
Right.
And I had to come to terms with that in my head, because I mean, to the core, I'm a lover girl, dude. Like, I just, since I was a teenager, like, I just wanted to, like, have the ultimate fantasy of just Cinderella. Like, that movie screwed me up, you know?
And don't we all though? Like, don't we
Yeah.
all want this fairy tale in our own way? So, like, whenever I hear you speak about that, and it's easy for me to speak about it because I'm not the one living it, you know? Like, I'm sure that I've had my own run-in with relationships that weren't the best for me, but I feel like instead of me looking at the relationship for what it was in that present moment, a large part of me was holding on to what it could be,
Yeah.
right?
And for me, like, that part is not even real, because it could, like, in his mind, it's nothing. And I think I realized this within like the last day or so, is like, I think in my mind, I built it up to be more than what it was.
Uh,
But what sucks is because I was not even, this is what pisses me off the most, is that I was not even interested in the first place when we first met, because of our height difference. I'm a very tall woman and he is not a very tall man. And I was not attracted at first. He pursued in the beginning and then got me. He got me. And then I had feelings and then he pulled back, and then it was just like back and forth, and it was your true situationship to its fullest. And then I was able to like break free for a few months. Just like basically kind of did like no contact as much as I could, because the boys are still friends. And then I had a relapse in February.
Relapse.
I call it a relapse in February, and then again had to like, what the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Because this is not what I want. I want a relationship with somebody. Like, I want that to be reciprocated. I don't want to look like a dumbass because I'm giving myself to somebody who's also giving himself to other people, probably. Like,
Yeah.
you know, just,
Well,
and if that's what they want, that's fine. Just leave me alone.
yeah, no, for sure. And it's tough, right? Because like you know what you were looking for in a relationship, and obviously you guys got physical, and your feelings got involved. But for him, it was probably never more than anything physical. And it sucks because for women, whenever they're like filling our cup with like our needs, and for him, it means nothing. It's just like maybe him just being a nice guy. To us, it's like, oh my God, like, well, yes, the physical is being met, but now the emotional part of it is being met. And then as soon as you start like feeling these feelings, it just gets taken away. Like, you know what I mean? And that's tough. And then you're left with what? Like, well, was this ever real to begin with? Like, and then you know that you should break away, but the heart wants what the heart wants. And sometimes the heart is stupid.
The freaking stupid organ.
The heart is dumb. It's not dumb. Oh my sorry, heart. I love you, but you know what I mean? Like, it's so much easier for us to think with our brain because as quickly as you get that little like those feelings, those endorphins, I'm sure as soon as it's over, it's like instant regret. And then all those negative feelings start coming down on you and you're like, damn, why am I so stupid? Like, why do I keep ending up in this place that I know is not going to get me anywhere? I know this is not even what I want. Like, if you take your feelings out of the equation and you actually look at the situationship for what it is, like, let's assume that it wasn't just physical for him and he did want to pursue you on an emotional relationship level. The person that he is that even somebody that you would want to share a life with in his present situation, in your present situation?
I'm not gonna answer that because it's gonna be a stupid answer.
Answer it. Let's be real.
Well, because in my like, I don't know. I just feel so dumb. Like I don't know why it's like I'm about to cry because I like I feel stupid. Like this, why I don't understand how. And maybe if you're going through something like this, like I don't know, counsel me, give me your advice because I don't know. I what pisses me off about myself is like I understand, like I said, like you said, take away your feelings, take away your emotions. I can do that and I can look at my situation and be like, this is stupid, Stephani. Like this is so stupid. You don't have to be in this situation. Like you can literally just extract yourself. But there's every circumstance around you that says that you can't because you live next door, because he's your son's best friend's dad, because da 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 da, because da 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 da. And it's like, what do I do? Do I move?
No.
Like, is it that extreme? Like, how how do I and it's not even that I want to stay, like, no, I don't want to be with him. I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't want to be with him. But I do want to find somebody else. But at the same time, like all this crap keeps coming up and it's like I I don't know what it is that it's like I still want him to see me. Like I still want him to like I wish it would I wish he would have just.
But babe, here's what I'm hearing. Here's what I'm hearing with you saying, like, I still want him to see me, like, I still want him to, like, essentially want me and know that he can't have me because I'm choosing myself instead of choosing him in this situation. But again, if you peel everything back, what I'm really hearing outside of all those words is I still need to be chosen. I still need that man to choose me. And why am I not enough? And why am I not enough for him to just want me for anything more than it being physical? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's not that I feel like I'm more than enough at this point. Like it's not that I don't feel like I'm enough for him. I think I did feel that way at one point, but right now it's more just like fuck, like dude, why did you have to waste all that time? For me and him, like me on my side too, like it's hard, dude.
Yeah.
I think I have to pause before you can do this.
You're fine. You're okay.
I don't know. You keep recording, but just figure out.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. This shouldn't be this hard. It really shouldn't be this hard. there's and I think it's not just with that, but even with the things that I'm going on in,
Everyday
with,
life.
in everyday life, like I have to still deal with all this, I still have to deal with everything else. And why? I think like, I don't understand how people can know that they're causing somebody hurt and still continue to do it. But I'm not innocent either. Like, I'm not. I I throw out the bait because I want to see if I can reel him in and then let him go because I don't want it like that.
Well, I feel like you're trying to get back at him.
Maybe.
Like he hurt you, and I feel like you're trying to hurt him.
But it's just hurting me.
Yeah.
It's just hurting me. Like, it doesn't hurt. I feel like like I told him last night, I said, I feel like you're heartless. Like, I feel like you don't even have a soul. Like,
Here's what I learned, and I know exactly what you're referring to because I'm telling you, I went through those feelings and those emotions, and when you're in it, you are in it. And like I kept sending like all of these text messages and all of these things, and in my mind, I just felt like, how can this person not care about me and
yeah,
what I'm going through and the feelings that, he's making me feel? And but I felt like after I went through it, like I was giving them way too much power.
yeah. Yes, and it just makes me wonder, like, because I feel like I feel like the last few days, like, I have been distracted. Like, I've just been in this distracted mode where it's just like, okay, God, why am I about to be 40 and still single? Like, it's not just about being chosen by this guy or any guy, but also it's like this is my real thought. Like, God, why haven't you given me to anybody? Like, why haven't you brought anybody into my life? What is going on? And I think we talked about this the last time where you told me like I wasn't ready. And it's
Mhm.
like it's like I'm at the foot of God, like telling him, what do I need to do to be like
To
to
be
be
ready.
ready? Because maybe I don't understand, maybe I don't get it. What am I missing? What is wrong with me? What is it that you're still wanting to do? And can I even do it? What if I can't do it? Then I'm just gonna be alone forever and be in this perpetual hell that I've created because I want to be with somebody and I can't because I'm not ready.
Yeah,
You
no.
know, like, it's just
I don't think it's something that you won't be able to do. I mean, I'm sure that it's annoying, like when you're going through this perpetual hell that you called it, and like, let's just say that you vent to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, you're not ready, or oh, God will send you somebody when the time is right, and you're like, shut up. I'm serious. You're probably like, shut up already. I hear that all the time, but what does it mean? I don't know. Like, I don't know anything else than that to be true.
yeah, that's just why. I mean, I think that's just why I get to the point where all I can do is just cry because
Yeah, I feel like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Like, I understand that you're single and that you want somebody who, not just anybody, right? But like the man that you desire or whatever it is that you have on his list of things that, you want him to have. But like, I'm single too. Now, girl, I'm gonna be 40 in June. But I don't know. Like,
I feel like you handle it so much better though.
I don't believe me. I don't. No, I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, I've
I
been.
feel like you handle it so much better.
No, it's like 2 years ago, me was in a very, very, very dark place. I'm talking about like crying in my closet because I wanted to hide from my kids. And no, I'm serious, like bawling my eyes out, crying because of this illusion that I had this fairy tale, if you will, that I had pictured in my head that was going to happen. And then somebody just came and took it away from me. And I was feeling like, of course it did. Of course it got taken away from me. Like, and then I was in there questioning, like, why me? Why can't I have the happy ending that I see my friends and family having? But I'm just like, dude, stop. Like, I had to like suck it up and tell myself, like, cut it out. Like, you're not a flippin' victim. Like, cut your pity party. Yes, things happen. Yes, relationships ended. But okay, like, let's just, pick up the pieces back up and rebuild myself. And honestly, like, I'm thankful, which I know is probably annoying for you to hear too, but I'm thankful that I went through all of that because I learned so much. And I'm like, this person that I thought I really, really, really wanted to spend the rest of my life with isn't even the person that I want or wanted. But I didn't know that back then because I was so fixated on this idea
Mhm.
that I wanted this partner in my life so bad that I was willing to settle for this man that didn't meet my emotional needs that I needed him to meet. Yeah, he met other needs. Yeah, he was great in a bunch of other aspects, but as a life partner for me, he wasn't that.
Mhm.
So I think to myself, what would have been worse? Marrying somebody that I knew I wasn't going to be happy with, that I knew I was going to be like constantly fighting with because he wasn't loving me the way that I felt that I needed to be needed or to be loved, or me just kind of being single and doing me. Like, I pick being single all day, and yes, it's probably harder in some situations, but I value my peace way more than having a partner help me out in everyday life.
I am not there yet.
It's okay. You will be. But I feel like having these conversations, letting it out instead of just like pretending like, oh yeah, everything is okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing swell and I did this and I did that. Like, life is hard sometimes.
Yeah, and I think I told you last week after that episode, it's like I don't want it to I don't want it to seem like I am just putting out all the good stuff like that's happening or make it look like it's better than what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's, I mean, and and I annoy myself sometimes too. Like I do. Like I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
stop already. But
But it's real though. And
yeah,
at the same time, I feel like we can't just like avoid these feelings, these tears, these emotions that you have to feel. Like, we can't just avoid them and put them off to the side and pretend that they don't exist because it's going to be worse. It's going to be balled up and it's going to be worse when it finally does like blow up in your face because it will. It will. I mean, so if it means, you driving and crying at a red light or at a stop sign, like, so be it. I've been there before. And then I'm like, oh my God. And I look to my right and somebody's just there watching me cry. And I'm like, whatever, dude. Like, you don't know what I'm going through. But yeah, and that's why I wanted to start this with, I'm sorry for for the people that listen to us because we don't have it all together. You know what I
no.
mean? We don't have it all together. And I feel like when we first started the podcast, like, I kind of wanted it to be perfect for you. I wanted it to be great and like for there to be no errors. And when I was editing like our first episode, there were lots of errors. And I remember spending hours upon hours like deleting every long pause or this or that, like for reals, for it to be perfect, which, yes, we want it to sound nice and coordinated, but this is real life. And the person that's listening is probably going through the same thing or knows somebody that's going through the same thing, and maybe just hearing like, oh damn, all right, I'm not the only person that's going through this.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not dumb for entertaining a situationship, for feeling these feelings like I should have known better. You know what? We're human. And it happens. And not only are we human, but we're women.
Mm-hmm.
We have like very real, sometimes too many emotions, but it is what it is.
Too many emotions, too many thoughts, too many feelings.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think like I think I had talked to like chat or something, some AI thing, and it was saying like it said, how can you do a podcast when you don't basically like how can you do a podcast to other single moms and show them how good you're doing it if you haven't done shit.
Ooh.
No. And I'm like, yeah,
Well, that's up to face. Thanks, chat.
yeah, thanks, chat. Appreciate that. I mean, not to say that I'm not grateful for what I've been brought out of
Mm-hmm.
from being a, you know, when I became a single mom. But at the same time, it's like I still look at myself and I'm just like, what? I haven't done like there's nothing. My bank account is not what it should be. My there's things that are just not what they should be,
Mm-hmm.
and it's scary, and it's not gonna stay like this forever.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't like I said earlier, I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to put out this front that I have it all together because I have a small business or because I have a house or because I have, a car that's paid off, which is a 2004 Expedition anyway. So it's not like a freaking, oh, her car's paid off, like
Yeah.
it's freaking, I don't even know how many miles it has on it because it doesn't show on the freaking dash.
Oh my God.
So I have to just like rely on the freaking sticker to get my oil change, and because the engine light is always on.
That's funny. Hey, but
So
it gets you to point A to point B, right?
yes, and I'm very grateful for that truck.
Yeah. No, for sure.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I do know what you're saying. And that's why I'm like, I kind of feel like we've been putting out a front. And that's not what it is. That's not what I want this to be. I want this to be as real and as raw.
We have trust issues. I'm just kidding.
No, we do. As it as it can possibly be. I feel like this should be our episode 1. But you know what? In life, sometimes you need to restart and restart and restart until we get it together. But yeah, man, this is real life, and you're right. Like, yes, you have your business, I have my business in real estate, but it's not it life is lifing. Life is lifing. And at the same time though, things are hard, but Steph and I were talking the other day, I think after we recorded our last podcast, right? And I'm like, yeah, we're probably not where we thought that we would be right now, but we still have to celebrate like all of our little wins. You know, the fact that we get to be here right now on a Monday at 12:43 p.m. recording a podcast for me is a win because I've always wanted to do a podcast and here we are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fact that I was able to go to the gym today and work out and meet a friend for tacos for me is a win. Like all those little things are a win. And if it were to get taken away tomorrow, like that's okay. I want to make sure that I have the mindset to restart.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again as many times as we need to restart,
Yeah. Restart again.
It's okay. It's okay to restart. Like I'm sure it's easier said than done. I mean, just looking back on all the different like phases that I've went through in my life. That's what my friend and I were talking about today at breakfast. I'm like, do you ever see the person that you were 2 years ago, when I was going through my dark place and like see her sitting there and think, dang, I'm like way further now than I was 2 years ago. Like that's a win. Even if it's just mentally, emotionally, like that's still a win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what is that saying? It's like you can teach a man to fish and he'll have food for life versus like if you give a man fish and he'll just eat for that day. Like I feel like that's kind of where we're at. Like we're kind of like training our minds, our emotions, like all of that to kind of prepare us for what's to come. And yes, there's going to be obstacles and speed bumps, and sometimes they're going to feel like mountains, but we have each other. We have the good Lord.
Yeah.
And I feel like we were put in each other's lives at the right moment when it needed to happen. No, honestly,
Yeah,
we've been friends for a long time, but we haven't really been friends.
Yeah, it's been like a decade, dude.
No, but even when we worked together, like we were acquaintances. But for me, like I can't say that we were friends.
Yeah, I know. We hung out a couple times.
Yeah, but it was like through mutual friends. It wasn't like, hey, what are you doing on Friday? Let's go hang out. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Yeah, that is crazy. But I'm very grateful because, like I said, she left me for the last 2 weekends, and I've been so lost.
It's okay to be vulnerable and cry and let it all out, sister. Just
Hey, but if there's any like listeners that write for television or something, hit me up because I got a good show pitch for you.
La historia de Stephania.
Y el vecino.
El vecino. It's only gonna have a few episodes though on the novela because your girl's ready to wrap that up.
I think I could give you at least 3 good seasons.
Hola.
Yeah, we could stretch it out.
Yeah, no, we don't want to stretch it out.
Well, I mean, I mean, that's a year and a half of material right there.
Fair, fair. I'm just looking at past that.
Yeah.
Yeah, mira, here's the scissors.
Well, let me make some money off of this.
True. What does Joey say on Full House? Cut it out. Yeah, that's it.
Televisión, Telemundo, hit me up.
What is the other one? Univision.
Televisión. Yeah.
Univision. Sí.
Say it in Spanish.
Univision.
No, like the whole thing.
Say what?
To tell them to call me so
No,
we can write the
no,
show.
no. Si tienes conexiones en las telenovelas, háblale a Stephanie Paladez.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, that'd be funny.
Imagine.
That would be so funny. I could literally, the stories I could tell. Maybe I'll tell y'all.
Say one. Let's tell a story.
Tell a story?
Yeah, we have time for one.
Okay, well, I'll tell y'all the first time that I saw him. This was before my son actually met his son because I think I had just gotten home from I think I had just gotten home from the gym or something. And I was working from home and I was taking the trash out and all of a sudden I hear like a house alarm like loud. And I was like, dude, what's going on? And then I see smoke coming out of the neighbor's house, like the front door area.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, dude, is anybody home? Because I don't think there was any cars or anything in the driveway. And so I walked over there and I was gonna knock on the door and the door was wide open and he came out and I was like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, he was like fanning like the smoke and stuff and he didn't have a shirt on, he was wearing like shorts or something. And I was like, oh, okay. And at that point I saw his stature, I saw that he was a small man and I was like, okay. I was like, well, all right, I just want to make sure everything was okay. And then I just walked off.
Mm-hmm.
And that was our first
run-in.
first run-in with each other. And then the next run-in wouldn't be until maybe another couple months when the boys met.
That's
Dun dun dun.
dun dun dun. That's nuts. Stay tuned for more of this one's called La Chismosa. That's the one.
Hey, I could start writing these out.
No.
I will.
Well, maybe you should. Maybe you should start a journal
Maybe I should write them out. I'm telling you.
to help you heal.
Help me heal and make me money. That would help me heal so fast. And I make money.
Mm-hmm. Fair. Bueno, pues, thank you for tuning in to our very real, very raw, unfiltered restart to our pod. And thank you for, the one that is listening and that has subscribed. But honestly, like, please, if you know that this like episode would like touch somebody in a certain way that they're like, oh, okay, like, man, I'm not the only one going through this, please share it. We'd like for it to make like a positive impact, even if it's just kind of like just knowing that somebody else shares that same like space with you and it helps like handle the mental load. Please share it, subscribe, follow us on whatever platform it is that you're listening to. And if you have like something that you're going through similar to this, please comment. We'd love to hear.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
All right, until next time, we love you.
Bye.
Bye.